All right, guys, it's time for our next challenge. We're doing the most massive units. Oh my gosh, this is a little bit of a taste, guys. This is pretty mega. Versus infinite mode in Spongebob Tower Defense. Let's get it. Before we hop into it, we're giving away another 5 game speeds. All right, these are 5 of the 7x game speeds to somebody who comments, likes the video, and subscribes. Big shout out to last video's winners. Check your inventory. Make sure you guys sub, like, and comment your username to enter in for this one. We're giving away another 5. So let's get it. So for starting off, we have probably the OG of OGs. All right, Soaring Starfish. I think this might have been the first ever limited unit in the entire game. All right, so this guy is pretty cool. Now, he might make us die. I'm not gonna lie. So we got to be careful here because he sucks. Okay, anyways, he might even be bugged now. He is such an old limited unit. So I think he was the first ever limited unit, or one of the first. So what he kind of does is he flies around the map, and you can see he's kind of missing a lot, but look how big he is. You could literally fit inside the basket, which is pretty cool. So the cool thing about him is he was supposed to have a lot of range. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I do have Sea Bear on him, so it's probably hampering his range a little bit. But even with my max pets, you can see he's still not covering the whole map. But the cool thing about him, though, is his placement count is pretty insane. But you can see it looks like he's missing a lot of the units. So maybe he's just not really built for that 7x game speed, you know? All right, so let's get some more of him down. And you can kind of put him in the middle of the map. And he's actually pretty cool. So definitely a really big unit, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think he's gonna be helping helping us reach very many highways. But thanks to all of our pets, we can place a frick ton. Oh my gosh, how many can we place? 5 of them? Pretty good. All right, next up we have our full AoE unit. So this guy's gonna be nice to kind of make sure we just don't die randomly. All right, Patrick Sand Robot. Surprisingly, I don't have him shiny Wombo. I only have him Wombo, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. So let's get him some upgrades. And the nice thing about him is he's full AoE, and he basically has enough range to cover almost the entire map. Actually, I think he does. I just got to place him a little bit better. So let me test this placement. And I think we're going to sell these starfishes. All right, I'm going to be honest. I love you, starfish, but you're taking up some prime real estate right now. All right, and I'm not handling that. All right, so it looks like this guy is pretty good. And honestly, will carry us through quite a few ways. So we're going to get the rest of them down. All right, there we go. Looking good. Oh man, here's our little thumbnail, guys. Oh man, dude, these guys are massive. Look how small my avatar is. Oh my gosh. We got to get a screenshot of that. I don't know. We'll get one from the front too. I'm not sure which one looks cooler. But dude, these units, they're filling up my entire freaking screen, man. What a W. All right, so Patrick Sand Robot is cool, but next up we have the Worm. Now the Worm is a pretty cool slowing unit. I think it might still be the only Frostbite unit in the game. And this is like one of my videos. I think this one got like almost 1 million views. Yeah, it's actually my most viewed video of all time. Now, I think this is a little bit of a bug due to YouTube, but here we go, guys. It hit, let's see here. What's it up to? Wow, earned $100, 800,000 views. And it was me showing off. Wait, was this just a normal worm? Dang, it was just a normal Wombo Worm. Wow, not even shiny Wombo. Bro, that was so cool, man. Oh my gosh, what a goated unit. All right, let's see how good it is still. Look at that, guys. 5-star level 100 shiny Wombo. Oh my gosh. Look at those stats. Honestly, those stats aren't the end of the world even today. And it's Pierce AoE, which I like a lot. So this is going to be our slow unit. So I'm going to have to figure out the best placements for him to slow everybody down. All right, next up we have Maximus. I think this guy might be the biggest depending on how you count his like proboscis looking antenna thingy. But this guy is another Pierce unit, so he's going to be good for bosses. And his damage is actually not that bad. All right, 330, 0.5. Like overall, that's not terrible. I will definitely take it. So, oh man, also, I'm gonna be honest, guys. If I would have realized how bad this guy was, I would have put Jellyfish Jam on him. All right. So that might have been a little bit of a mistake, but yeah, I'm gonna be honest, guys. I should have put Jellyfish Jam on him. It is what it is. We're already on wave 200, so we can't go back now, but I'm gonna just be honest, guys. If we want to redo this video, comment down below if there's any units bigger than these. If we want to do like a version 2.0 or maybe a version with multiple like YouTubers, that'd be pretty cool. We'll definitely bring some Jellyfish Jams. All right, but yeah, Maximus absolutely goated, but it looks like Alaskan Bullworm might actually be putting in a little bit more work. Yeah, it looks like Alaskan Bullworm is putting in more work, but Maximus does have the range buff. And but this guy has freaking freeze too, so I don't know, man. Worm's still goated, but I will say that's probably because this guy isn't level 105 star. I'm sure if he's level 105 star, he'd probably catch up and do more damage than the Bullworm. But obviously, you know, Maximus is a very hard unit to get. I would love to get him to 5 stars, but I'm not sure if that's even possible or how much Maximus is go trading value wise. So if anybody knows how to get a bunch of Maximuses so I can 5-star it, like, let me know. That'd be pretty cool. All right, next up we have Mega Hydrocarin. So Mega Hydrocarin is the OG exotic unit. Honestly, the damage, not that bad compared to my other units, like double the damage. And yeah, I mean, that's putting in some serious work. 587,000, and of course we got the nuke too. Not that bad. Mega Hydrocarin is definitely pretty cool. Now, honestly, it's a robot. Same thing with like the Patrick Sand robot. Yeah, they're massive, but for some reason they give me a different feeling. Like I like the more organic looking things, like the animals. Like this guy, I just feel like this looks way cooler than a giant robot. But that might just be me. Like same thing with the worm. I just think the worm looks so much cooler, but you know, it is what it is. All right, anyway, Dorodon. So I made a video on this. I'm gonna show you it right here, guys. So we're gonna fill up the entire screen. All right, well, not enough so I die. So this Patrick Sand robot will clap those guys. I'm gonna put it on 1x. I need you to watch closely. So basically my comment section was telling me this. Fun fact, Dorodon is actually a full unit. Dorodon is actually AoE. And same thing here, Dorodon is actually seems to do AoE. So I'm gonna show it to you live on camera. You guys can let me know, is this full AoE or not? Bang, that looks like full AoE to me, I'm not gonna lie. So let's test that again. I'm gonna put back on 7x. We're gonna let the map fill up. In fact, I'm going to move this over here to the very, very end. All right, and I'm gonna put 2 over here. I'm not trying to get clapped. All right, so the map is all the way filled up. Let me know, guys. Does this look like full AoE to you? Okay, I need more. I need them to get over here. I'm pretty sure this is full AoE. All right, so I'm gonna place him down to the side. Will he hit over there? Bet he did. Dude, he's full AoE, man. I don't know what to tell you. It says splash damage right here, but he's full AoE. So there you go, guys. Dorodon is probably gonna be putting in most of my work. I'm not gonna lie. So let's start getting our team set up. I'm gonna leave those guys in the back for now. All right, so I know I need this guy. So I'm gonna get one of these. I'm gonna max it all the way out. I'm gonna put it on last. So the goal is for him to mainly focus on hitting the bosses. And I'm gonna put one all the way on bosses only. And I'm gonna put one back here, and I'm gonna leave him on first. And I don't know, is there a fastest option? Yeah, there's a fastest option. So I'm gonna put this guy on the fastest. All right, just in case anybody, you know, is speeding up. And hopefully that's gonna be enough to get everybody slow. Bro, isn't that beautiful? You can't tell me that's not beautiful, guys. Look at this. Bro, that is beautiful, man. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, so this guy's gonna be putting in that work. All right, next up we got the Dorodons. Now these guys are gonna be our, like, probably most of our DPS. And it looks like they are thankfully covering the entire map. So that's pretty sweet. So let's get them all the way maxed out here. All right, looks like I can only place 3. Okay, I have secret formula on him for some reason. I don't know. I don't think it matters that much. But let's go max him all the way out. So 1.3 million damage. Looking pretty freaking good, not gonna lie. All right, next up we have the Patrick Sand robots. I'm gonna try to get them to hit most of the map, but I'm gonna be honest, their damage seems so low. I don't really think it's gonna matter that much. So we are gonna place them, but like, yeah, I don't really know. I'll place this guy in the back. And I'm gonna place the Soaring Starfishes too, but I'm gonna be honest, they're probably worthless. And if I did this again, I would definitely put Jellyfish Jam on this guy, because I did not realize how absolutely dog water this dude is. Even with like all of the placements, he's so freaking bad, man. Oh my gosh. All right, I'm also curious to see who's gonna have the highest damage. I know this guy should, so Dorodon should have the highest damage at the end, but the thing is he's not Pierce. All right, he might lose out to Bullworm. And I'm also curious to see who is going to have more damage, Maximus or Bullworm. All right, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. Oh, that's another cool thumbnail. Let me finish this one. Oh my gosh, I have too many thumbnails. I'm gonna make like 3 separate thumbnails for this video, guys. I don't know which one's gonna be the best, but we'll see which one works out. All right, so there's our full team all placed down. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. This is just straight up beauty, guys. All right, let's see if we can get a good thumbnail. Oh man, with the lasers though, with the lasers, with the freaking lasers. All right, that one was not as good. All right, that one's pretty cool too with the lasers. I like what I'm seeing. All right, let's see if we can get another one that's pretty cool. That one is still cool. I want one with like them facing upwards. All right, maybe it'd be easier if I don't do it on 7x. Let me try it on like 3x. All right, maybe 2x. I'm getting the Soaring Starfish in the way on that one. Oh my gosh. It looks like a butt. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know. That one was kind of cool, but it is what it is. All right, hopefully I got enough screenshots out of there. All right, so this is our entire army. Let's double check to make, yeah, everybody is maxed. Okay, after this guy's maxed. And let me double check to make sure I can't place anybody down. Oh, wait, I can place some Mega Hydrocarins down. Oh my gosh. I even put my Hydrocarins down for the thumbnail. All right, we'll take some more thumbnails. All right, there we go. All the Mega Hydrocarins are down now. All right, I don't know if it's going to actually make the thumbnail look any better. Probably not. But, yeah, 3x. Okay, it's these stupid Soaring Starfishes, man. I can't believe I decided to bring them. All right. Oh my gosh, no. Okay, that one isn't too bad. All right. I don't know, man. It's hard to get these thumbnails. All right, check in here, guys, on wave 325. Absolutely no problem. We're probably going to go over 1,000 on it. I hope so, at least. All right, who's doing the most damage? Dorodon at 10 million. 17 million. Wow, he snuck in there. All right, the worms are not putting in work. Okay, wow. Surprisingly, Patrick's sand robots are putting in that work. That's kind of shocking. I'm not going to lie. Even the Soaring Starfishes are not doing too bad. All right, not bad at all. There we go. All right, let's keep cooking. We got like 1,000 more waves to go. All right, so we just crossed over to wave 500. Yeah, guys, it's like 2 a.m. when I'm filming this. I don't even know if I'm gonna sleep tonight, man. This is taking a while. All right, the boss only had 5 million HP, but Dorodon's at 196 million. Okay, so my Dorodon has finally passed the Patrick Sand robot, and wow, the worms are not doing that hot. So far, Dorodon is the king. Wow. And Mega Hydrocarin, I guess I didn't max that one out. But, you know, they'll put in a little bit of work. Just not quite yet. And honestly, their damage isn't even that high. So far, Dorodon with the full AoE is the GOAT. All right. And Soaring Starfish, it is what it is. All right, here we go, guys. Wave 700. We're doing pretty good. Let's go do a little bit of a damage check. All right. 2.81 Billy. Not bad. Dang, 6. Okay, I kind of expected it to be that bad. 359. Oh, no way. That's terrible. Dude, why is Dorodon just goated, bro? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I think we learned that Dorodon is a beast. Like, this, I might start bringing this guy on infinite runs. Because hot dang. 500. Oh my, okay, Maximus actually got the edge over, wow, that's surprising. Maximus, yeah. Maximus has the edge. Granted, he doesn't have the slowing effect, but you know. All right, what about, oh my goodness. I didn't even upgrade my Hydrocarin and it's cooking. So Hydrocarin is not that bad, it looks like. And of course we have the ability as well. So far wave 700, we're not doing too terrible, but it looks like the enemies are starting to get through a little bit, which isn't good. So I don't know if this is building well for reaching wave 1000, but I think we should be able to at least reach like 750. But I'm going to start spamming abilities on the exotics though. So let's do it. All right, I want to give a big shout out to Fire Blast for helping me pick some of these units. All right, I didn't agree with all of his picks. Some of them were a little off, but he helped me out a little bit. So I want to give him a shout out. And also, this is an honorable mention to all of these units. But yeah, I bring this one in his honor. I didn't realize how big Soaring Starfish was, but I will say Buff Sandy is not that big. But and a couple of these I wanted to try out, like Cyclops, but I don't have a Wombo Cyclops, so I couldn't bring it. But yeah, if you guys have any other video ideas, please comment them down below and I'll get you a nice shout out. Let's cook. All right, so the boss has 200 million HP, the Flying Dutchman, and we are starting to struggle. All right, we made it past 750, which is pretty decent. All right, looks like the robot's finally, okay, at least he did 1 million damage, guys. 33 million. Okay, this one is not doing too bad. 5 billion on those, 700 million on these, and Hydrocarin's putting in some work, guys. All right, so apparently Hydrocarin, the OG exotic, is a lot better than some of the newer exotics. Yeah, wow. I guess Hydrocarin's still holding her own. All right, now, funnily enough, because of how OP Dorodon is, it doesn't really matter that we have any bosses or anything because Dorodon's full AoE and he's just hitting the entire map. So that's allowing us to get a lot more waves than I thought we would. Because we're not just attacking the first enemy like that's over here, we're also attacking all the enemies in the back at basically the same clip. So, not bad at all. We're already at 770 solo with such a suboptimal team. I'm actually kind of surprised. If I made this team more optimal, I think I could solo wave 1000 really easily. So, I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to build the best team. Maybe that'll be the next video. Best team, best solo team or something. And I try to solo to wave 1000. If you guys are interested in that, let me know and comment down below what team I should use. to get to wave 1000 easy. All right, I think this might be the beginning of the end. Wave 785. I was hoping to get to 800. I thought that'd be pretty dope. But looks like we're starting to struggle a little bit. Well, I could do full AoE units only. That might be a good idea. Ooh, I'm coming up with too many ideas, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I want to post a 1 challenge video a day till Christmas. If you guys think that's a good idea, let me know. Because these, so far the first 2 challenge videos have performed very well. Like some of the best videos on my channel. So if you guys think that's a good idea, let me know. And I also want to do a lot more live streams. So if you guys know when your winter break starts, let me know. So we can start doing live streams during winter break. I want to become your personal Santa Claus and give away tons of game passes to you guys for Christmas. Huh, this boss only spawned in with 200 million HP. We already had a 300 million one. Dude, the infinite mode scaling is really weird. If you guys have any information on that, like, please DM me, because I'm still curious, like, what the heck is the scaling? Because I swear that we were at 300 million before. That boss is really weak. Oh my goodness, I'm learning so much about the game engine from these videos. Holy. Oh my gosh, and we got another boss on the screen. So apparently, there's certain bosses make the wave skip stop. So it looks like there's big boy bosses, and these are like the mini bosses. So the mini bosses, you can still get the wave skip. So we're at 811, which is really good. So honestly, we're kind of cooking. I didn't realize we were gonna get this close to 1,000, man. If I would have just swapped out a few units, man, like bring Penny the Pirate or something, I think this would be a 1,000 team, or maybe swap out and get Dream Gary. Yeah, I definitely think we're getting to wave 1,000. I'm just gonna have to make the next video like best units versus, because I'm trying to get wave 1,000, baby. We're so freaking close. All right, wave 813, and we're still kicking it. Wait, I think this is a big boy boss. Yeah, so this is one of the big boy bosses. All right, so if it's a, okay, yeah, this is not a mini boss. So if we don't kill this boss, we're cooked. All right, well, that's not good. Can we actually take it out though? Interesting. So this is the first time I'm stuck on the big bosses. I think the last time we died to like fast units speed running our base. Okay, he's less than half health. There is a chance, man. I don't know if it's a high chance, but there's a chance. I'm spamming as many abilities as I can. All right, 100 million, 639. We're getting there. Jeez. We're getting there. All right. Oh, I think we killed it. Let's go. Let's go. Dang, defeat. We didn't make it much farther, guys. So it took us an hour and a half to beat that game. And we ended up 826 waves. Pretty good. A lot of good stats. And oh, it actually tells us who got the most XP. So this is actually pretty cool. So I believe what that means is, I think that means Dorodon did the most damage, because he got 10,000 of the XP, but maybe that's not what that means. Actually, that's probably not what that means. I'm not sure. I'm not sure why they got different amounts of XP. All right, anyways, not bad at all. Wave 826. So considering we had a pretty suboptimal team with like Soaring Starfish and whatnot, I think if we swapped out some of these units, maybe I can try to get like a 5-star sand robot or something, like trade for one of those. I feel like actually, maybe swap this guy out with another larger unit. I don't know. I think Cyclops might be better. Yeah, I think Cyclops might be better. So maybe I get like a 5-star Cyclops or something, and I swap out the Soaring Starfish with a better unit. I think we can really cook. Or maybe bring Plankton Tank Robot. I didn't bring him because he's not actually that big. Like, he is decently big, but he's not that big. But I think if I did it again, I'd probably swap out Soaring Starfish for Plankton Tank Robot. And I think that might get us to 1,000, honestly. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you guys have any other video ideas, let me know down below. And remember to subscribe, like, and comment so you guys can win those game passes. And I also have a bunch of other game passes. So let me know, guys, what game pass you want me to give away in the next video. And I'll catch you guys soon. Peace out.